Hey guys, welcome back again in this session. So now we are going to see all about the federated queries, and we are going to do this on the Google Cloud Console, and this could be the demo for how we are going to use the federated query directly from the Google Cloud. So I'm not going to do this by using some Python or command line because I want you to understand and see how the things works so that you can understand the concept or the working principle thoroughly. That could be very important for the examination standpoint. So what we are going to do is we are going to create one bucket, and in this bucket this is cloud storage. In this bucket I will upload the data as a CSV file. Okay, and we have a BigQuery over here. In this BigQuery I will query the data directly from BigQuery on top of this CSV file, and I can see the query results inside the BigQuery console, and this type of query is known as federated queries. Okay, let's go to Google Cloud Console and start this demonstration. All right, perfect. So now I'm into Google Cloud Console. First thing is I'll go to storage, that is cloud storage, and I will create a bucket. All right, so I am now into cloud storage. Let me quickly create the bucket here, and I can give my bucket name as your cloud trek ext demo, something like this. Click on continue and put this in one region because we are always following the one region, that is Asia South one, that is Mumbai. Let's click on continue and let's everything be as it is and click on create. Yep, confirm this. All right, now my bucket has been created. Now I'm going to add the CSV file into this bucket, right? That is step number one, guys, right? So let me go to upload files, and here is my sales data from our local. Just open this and the upload starts over here. So one file successfully uploaded, right? Let me just see what's there in data. Okay, I need to download it. That's not needed, but we have seen that. Let me open that for you in this case, guys. Okay. Now this is my sales data, right? Let me open it where I don't know where it is present. Let me just search and open it, guys. Yeah, yep, it's over here. Let me open this. All right, so this is my data which I'm going to upload it in the storage bucket, and this is the normal sales data. I mean, just we got some records in this. I am going to upload, or I have already uploaded this data to my your cloud trek external demo bucket. So this is step number one we have done. Now let's quickly go to BigQuery. Where is that? BigQuery. Yeah, let me go to BigQuery, open this in a new tab. All right, now I got a project here, and inside this project I have the dataset, and inside this dataset currently I have one table. This we have used as a demonstration. The first table we have uploaded, right? Now I want to create the external table. So just select this dataset only, click on create table, right? And then we just need to select the source as Google Cloud Storage. It is because through this storage I am going to create the federated queries. So here storage means what? This is my location where my data is stored, and this data is stored where? In Google Cloud Storage, but not in the BigQuery. Hence this is external table. So how we can do this? we need to click on browse. See, first we have to select Google Cloud Storage and click on browse. Here you will see that this is my bucket. I hope you remember just now we have created. You can also go from this loading. We have the sales data in this bucket. Select this and select here. Or else you can directly provide the URI where this sales data is present. Let me go here. Let me click on sales data.csv and yeah, so here is that gsutil URI. You can either copy that and paste it here, or you can directly browse it from here, right? The file format is CSV and same project is this, sales is this. Now I will give this is as sales data US underscore US underscore ext. This is my external table. Now this is very important catch again. So here we have how many types of tables? We have native and external table. So in this case, I will select external table. Okay, so this is how we can create the external table. See, there are other ways also. You can do it from directly go to console and write like create table, table name, table type, external, and you should give all the path. That is also one where through command line you can do, through Python you can do, but my focus is just to make you guys understand it as the most simplest way, right? Now that the table type is external, and then keep everything as is. Now select schema as auto detect and then create the table. So only two changes we have done, right? When you compare to the first video. Here I have selected create table from cloud storage and make this table type as external. And if I click on create, yep, there we go. I have the sales data US ext. This table is created. Now you can see one thing, right? Now here I can see schema. If I click on details, let me just increase the font. You can see if the data is external, the table is external, then you will see this information, external data configuration, right? Source URL, auto detect schema. So this is from this we can conclude that yes, whatever the data we have created is external table, right? Now if I do click on this one and if I see the schema or the details, we can see some other information, storage info here, right? And also one difference you can notice, if the table is native, we can see the preview, right? If the table is native, we can see the preview. If I click on this table, which is external, we don't have that option itself here to preview the data, right? So this is how we make sure that this table is external. Now everything works the same. Just click on SQL query and then keep on querying. Let's query the same data which we have created earlier. Okay, select star from table. You can see that select star from control space. I can give sales control space. Yes, it is this one. Okay, if I give control space, it will give me auto option and I can select it. And one more important point I need to highlight here is you can see if you are into your project is already selected, right? No need to mention project here. You can go to the data set and select the table, right? This is also considered as the fully qualified path, right? Perfect. Now I have this one, select star from sales department dot sales data underscore US underscore external. This table is not present in BigQuery. This data, I cannot use the word table, this data is present in storage. On top of that CSV file in storage, BigQuery will run the query and fetch the results for you. So everything happens internally, right? Let me just click on run. I think you will see all the information here, guys. So let me just minimize this again. Yep, right, see all the information we got, right? So this is normal table for us, it is normal table only, we don't see much difference. But behind the scene what happens is, instead of fetching query directly from the data which is stored in BigQuery, right here, if I click on run, that query job goes to all the way to cloud storage where I have given the path. It works on the sales.csv which is inside the cloud, and that will give me the result which is displayed on the BigQuery. So this is how the federated query works, guys. So you can select any query, like you can use group by, you can use joins not that easy, but yes, you can do anything you want, like the same way you do it in our regular query, guys. So the main aspect here is the federated query works with external system, right? The tables do not reside in the instead of table I use the word, the data does not reside in BigQuery, rather the data resides on some external systems like this, right? Perfect. Now let's see what are some of the disadvantages on BigQuery, right? So first thing is the performance issue. See, that is simple. It is because if you okay, always this is very important for examination point. It's like this, okay, that let me erase. This is my BigQuery and here is my data, and query also I will shoot from here. See, the processing time is very less because data is just nearby your home. But if the data is in some external system, there is time will go to get this bucket, look at the data, perform some query operation, again send back. The performance is not that best when using federated queries. This is point number one. And next point is I mean yes, there could be higher cost also. See, we have to bear the network cost also, but not that much. But yes, you have to be, this is not that cost effective. That one also you can note it down. Just see like if you have any options in the questions. And obviously like we cannot preview it, right? Like if you go to BigQuery, right, BigQuery details, what is that? Okay, so if I click on this, I don't have any preview option here, right? Yes, see, I cannot preview the data. And then we have say very limited support for optimization. Like see, if I want to apply for partition, okay, or clustering, which we are going to deal in coming session, or clustering, we cannot do that easily when dealing with the external. And one more thing, you cannot update. That's very obvious, right? You cannot update. This is just to fetch. So how we are going to update? It will not insert the record in CSV file, right? So update and modification won't happen here. Usually the modifications happen less only in case of BigQuery because it's a data warehouse, right? And there are no kind of backups, managed backups. This point also you can note it down, but this is very important. No update, and the partition would be quite difficult compared to this one. So the best way to use federated queries, if you want to just do a quick test on what data you are loading it to BigQuery, right? Sometimes what happens, that data is shared by others, right? We have a common storage and that data can be shared by others. You can use BigQuery. Just one example, guys. See, I have a storage here. I have a very important file which can be shared by many projects or many small small projects, I can say. At this case, you can use the federated BigQuery. Why unnecessary pull all the data to your system and do on the stuff? Okay, this is one of the way, right? So that's all in this video, guys. I hope this is helpful, and in the next session we are going to see with some other important topic. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next session very soon. Have a good day. Bye.